everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having the best day of your life and the Lord is raining down blessings upon your head as we speak. And if he's not, I don't know, join the Church of Satan and maybe sell your soul. It's worked for others. Okay, I'm Stephen M. Kiefer, in case you didn't know that, and I'm going to be the skipper on this little burn cruise we're going on, and we're going to get into some more of these conspiracy TikToks, see what they're bumping their gums about over there on TikTok about all this stuff. I scroll through that to save you brain cells, just so you know. Right before we get into that, I don't want to take up a bunch of your time, but would you please, while we're just sitting here as a little gathering, a congregation, if you will, just poke that sub button. Just poke it. Just a little beep boop.
Tickle, tickle, beep boop on the nose.
You know what I mean? We're here. It takes 2 seconds. Not even. Half a second. 0.5. It's free. It helps us all out. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you. And if you don't, I'm going to come straight to your front door and I'm going to come in and cook you a real beautiful meal to show you how nice of a guy I am and I would look out for you. Okay? Okay. Enough of the panhandling and horseplaying. Let's get into this.
Watch very carefully because this discovery is about to blow your brains out. Tourists for many years have been visiting the city of St. Catherine in Egypt, believing that this was the location of the real Mount Sinai. But look very closely at the mountain peaks. Do you notice something? They are clean. Why is this a problem? Well, we know from the biblical account that when God turned up on Mount Sinai, he set it on fire. Okay, take all of that into your mind and now check out this mountain in Saudi Arabia. This one has blackened peaks, which perplexes geologists because these rocks are only burnt on the outside. And if you ask any Saudi Arabian, they will tell you that this has always been known as Moses' Mount Sinai. And if you want me to show you more biblical discoveries, please do subscribe.
He's right. You know why? He has a British accent. I 100% believe everything he just said. My man said, ask any Saudi Arabian. I don't know a Saudi Arabian. If anybody's Saudi Arabian, please go ahead and comment down below if that is true what he said about every Saudi Arabian. I mean, those mountains did have some black tips. It looked like never mind. We ain't going to get into all that. Come on now. I guess he's right. Yeah, yep. Okay, now we know that. I thought he said Mount Cyanide at first. I was like, oh, what? All right, well, okay, so now we know that. We got the Bible figured out today. Let's keep moving.
The theory of evolution is 100% false, and this new theory is much more likely. The education system has been lying to all along.
I know that's right.
66 million years ago, a meteorite is said to have crashed into Earth, causing the extinction of dinosaurs. But what if I told you it wasn't a meteorite, but a spacecraft that brought the first humans to Earth, an immense vessel where we would have stayed for years after the impact, waiting for the air to become breathable and the danger to pass. Now you might wonder why there is no trace of this giant spacecraft. The answer is simple. The early humans would have completely dismantled it to build tools and utilize its materials for survival on Earth. And the fact that we come from another place in space would explain why ancient civilizations like the Incas or Egyptians were so advanced and possessed extensive knowledge of astronomy. And this would also explain why we can find depictions of spacecraft in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and drawings in Mayan pyramids. But if we don't come from this planet, where do we come from? Are there other humans in the universe?
Dude, a wrecked spacecraft? Spacecraft. UFO, whatever, spaceship. I never heard that one. I used to firmly believe, I was balls deep into ancient aliens. I still love it. It's still crazy. All the stuff around ancient aliens. But I had this theory in my head that aliens found this planet and there was dinosaurs on it. Okay. No. Now it's dinosaurs didn't even exist, most likely, or in that whole thing. But I thought, this is what I thought maybe, I didn't think like this is true. I didn't confirm it anywheres, but I thought to myself, maybe dinosaurs were on this planet and all this shit, and aliens found the planet and come rolling in and was like, this is a good place. We could like do some experiment. And there was probably some cavemen around. Okay. So they wiped out the dinosaurs and all that. These aliens, you guys got to go. Evicted. Pack your shit. And then they started splicing their DNA or whatever, into like Neanderthals and all these other things. And And that's why there's so many different types of humanoids, I suppose, from back then in that era, yeah. And then the Sumerians, they got it right, and they knew stuff about the Anunnaki. New stuff. They just knew stuff. Yeah, they did know stuff. And that's how it spread. That's how we started, and that's where the missing link is. We were pretty much cavemen, and then bam, smart as fuck. So that's kind of what I thought. The wrecked spaceship thing, I mean, no, we have no idea, but it's interesting. Now I don't know what the hell to think about anything. The more rabbit holes I go down to the bottom of, the more questions I have, and the less answers. That is for damn sure. But hey, it's fun. All right, cool.
Now, I'm not saying that we've never been to space.
Two British
I'm not
guys.
saying that we've never been to the moon.
Me neither.
But I've got a question that I hope you can answer. Why is it that when we look into space, we only see the same stars? I mean, every night, no matter what night. It could be Christmas.
It could be a Tuesday.
It could be your birthday. But anytime we look into space, we see the same stars. Now you see, the problem is this. They tell us that we're spinning through the air. At 1 million miles per hour. We should be traveling past different planets, different stars, different constellations. Even the moon is in the same place. Every day, every month, every year. The same thing.
It is wild.
So maybe I don't understand science, or maybe I'm just a critical thinker. But when I say something don't make sense, I mean something don't make sense.
Now I've got to put that information in me noggin and jostle it around a bit. You know the reference?
You know why they do that? Because they'll go to the library, read the books, gain the information, and then just kind of jostle it around in their head like
Yes, me and my British kid. Dude, it's like, why is that? If we are blowing through space, you know, you hear Eddie Bravo talk about it again. Every time Flat Earth comes up or anything involving space, I think of stuff he says, we're just whipping around millions of miles an hour and water just sticks to it.
What's above us and what we're on, we're being lied to. Once you go flat, you never go back.
And the stars, why is it like that? Why is it like that? I mean, the Egyptians built the pyramids. What is it? You can see in line with Orion's belt. I think there's holes in them that you can see certain stars and they never move. I have to throw something up there to verify exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm close. Don't give me any shit about it, all right? That is crazy. If any astrologers are out there, can you explain that to me in short bus shawty terms? Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. Was that doctored? That looked crazy. That looked like a real life zombie. Yeah, the happy dope wears off. I wonder what the happy dope is.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Because they keep them juiced up on something to be able to even do anything. Dang, that. Bro probably ain't even a real person. We already touched on this in how many videos. Like, that's Weekend at Bernie's. I'm telling you, when he was running for president, I was like, it's like Weekend at Bernie's at the White House. I feel like we're being pranked. And now people say it all the time. I'm like, damn, I should have put that out there when I had the chance. I was ahead of my G-damn time, but we're all right.
So NASA has a ship called the NSX. They've been working on this for about 15 years, and this is the warp ship that they're going to utilize to travel faster than light, or a decent percentage of the speed of light, without violating Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Because in a warp bubble, what happens is you don't fly through space. You shrink space in front of the ship and you expand it from the back. So space moves the ship. So by that method, you can travel multiples of light speed without violating the theory of relativity, because you're not actually traveling at light speed. Space is moving.
So are we saying NASA's real and they really go to space? Because that's a whole thing. Do they how's he know? Who's this guy?
Who the fuck are you? I don't even know your ass.
He looked like maybe Mike Tomlin's little brother. That picture, that cartoon picture, animated picture looked exactly like Mike Tomlin, so I don't know. I don't know what not Mike Tomlin would know about all this. Who is this guy? Has he got some inside info that we don't know? Because I need to know if he does. So he's saying space is real. He needs to confirm that.
You don't need confirmation. Confirmation is all over the Bible.
NASA's not a sham. He needs to confirm that. And then I'll have to listen to his story again because I don't remember what he said.
Have you ever wondered why the Anunnaki are not mentioned in the Bible? The Anunnaki are known as ancient deities from Mesopotamian mythology, who supposedly created humans. However, there is no mention of them in the Bible. Some scholars believe that the reason the Anunnaki were not mentioned in the Bible is because the authors of the Bible were not aware of their existence. Others believe that the Anunnaki were deliberately omitted from the Bible by religious leaders.
Maybe.
According to ancient texts, the Anunnaki were powerful beings who were able to live for thousands of years. They were known to have advanced technology and were revered as gods by the Sumerians. It's possible that the leaders of early Christianity did not want to acknowledge the existence of other powerful beings, as it could have threatened their own power and authority. Alternatively, it's possible that the stories of the Anunnaki were simply not included in the Bible because they did not fit with the narrative that early Christians were trying to create. Whatever the reason, the absence of the Anunnaki in the Bible is a mystery that continues to puzzle historians and scholars to this day.
No, it doesn't. Really, historians and scholars are just sitting around, why ain't the Anunnaki in the Bible? No, they are not sitting around wondering about that. They probably didn't know about them when they wrote the Bible, realistically. And if they did, yeah, it wouldn't fit the narrative.
Let's get the narrative correct.
They're doing a whole nother thing. And I mentioned this before, this movie called The God Who Didn't Exist. Is that The God That Didn't Exist? And back then, like, you got to try to put into context in your head what the world was like. Like, the cool thing was to be the Messiah. Everyone was trying to be the Messiah. Yo, I'm the Messiah. I'm the Son of God. And then someone would kill him. I can't say those who did it, but they would kill him because they don't want no Messiah running around here. But it was like rappers making everyone's making a mixtape now, or a YouTube channel. What a bunch of weirdos. Or TikToks, you know, that was like being the Messiah then. That was the hot shit. Like, yo, I'm about to be the Messiah. What's up with that? Is that for real? Got a church on the block, son. So there was this one guy that he almost was Jesus. I think his name was like Samuel or something. I forget. I'll look into that. And he was almost, they thought this guy's the Messiah for sure. Like, he was the man. And then, well, he got killed. And then they decided, well, I guess that wasn't the guy. And then when Jesus got killed, apparently, this is from what I'm told, I wasn't there. So when Jesus died, they were like, you know what? Maybe the Messiah can die. So they're like, bam, Jesus, I'm rolling with you.
Jesus, I'm rolling with you. Jesus, I'm rolling with you. Jesus, I'm rolling with you.
So that's, so they, yeah. Oh, the point in saying that is to say, yeah, that doesn't fit their narrative. They weren't sitting around worrying about the Samaritans and Anunnakis. They need to get themselves a Messiah so they can quit beefing with them other cats. You know what I'm saying? I think this guy would have known that. Jeez Louise.
Remember there was a mystery group buying up all the land near Travis Air Force Base in California?
Yes.
Well, I think we found out who's doing it and why. Looks like it's a group of billionaire investors from Silicon Valley. And they want to make their own city. A 15-minute city.
Boo.
What's a 15-minute city? Watch this and I'll tell you.
A mysterious company that has invested nearly $1 billion in buying farmland near a California airbase. Flannery Associates has paid $800 million for 54,000 acres of land outside of Travis Air Force Base in Fairfield. That's about 50 miles north of San Francisco, 30 west of Sacramento. Recent reports reveal that Flannery is a group of Silicon Valley investors planning to build a new city on the land. However, federal officials cannot confirm who is behind the company, and some are raising concerns about foreign involvement. Democratic Representative John Garamendi says the land buys are a critical security issue. The Air Force says it is now investigating.
A 15-minute city is a city where everything is within 15 minutes of you. This picture is just an example of what a 15-minute Paris might look like. So why are people upset over 15-minute cities? You'd have everything you need, and it all would be real close. Well,
right?
Maybe it would be like this. A map of the districts of the Hunger Games, where you don't get to leave your district, because you have everything you need.
Hey, I'm good.
Now, I'm personally
great.
not saying this would be the Hunger Games, but some people think the 15-minute city idea would be great to keep people contained and controlled. I think it would be good to have everything so close by, as long as there's not fences around where I can't get out. Shabadoo Wooski! Shabadoo!
What does he yell at the end? I know my man's going to have a lot more to worry about when he has to watch the Packers this season, because they are going to suck. But that's besides the point. This dude's a riot. I need to hang out with him, too. Him and that the other guy that was talking about the salt.
Wait!
Get them in the same room. My Lord. 15-minute city, when you think about it theoretically, he's right. Oh, everything's right by. It's convenient, blah, 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 blah. That would be cool, but that's not the plan. It's Logan's Run. You know what I mean? I talked about Logan's Run before, and they live in this little dome thing, and they don't know anything else exists.
No! Don't go in there! You don't have to die! Well, no one has to die at 30! You can live! Live! Live and grow old! I've seen it! She's seen it! Well, look! 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 It's clear!
Last day, Capricorn 29's, year of the city, 2274. Carousel begins.
No! Don't! Don't go! Listen to him! He's telling the truth! We've been outside! There's another world outside! We've seen it! The life clocks are alive!
They think that's just whatever. Watch the dang movie, for God's sakes. Come on now. Or the Simpsons movie, which I need to rewatch myself because I haven't watched it in a long time. But the Simpsons are always predicting stuff, as we all know at this point. Or I don't know what if you want to call it predicting, kind of just, hey, this is how this is going to be. How long were the Simpsons on before they made a movie? 20-some years. Finally made a movie, and it was about the dome going over the town. So what does that tell you? That sounds like if they made a movie about that thing, hey, know about this thing. Domes going over towns. Here's your 15-minute city. And that's kind of like Logan's Run. And eventually you would just... Ugh. I'm not going. It's going to be like Demolition Man. Can't do anything. Gotta have your electric car and they're going to shut it off. I already owed a damn turnpike a couple bucks. Go there with their electric car, it'd be shutting me down. I'm like, oh, son of a... I can't leave my 15-minute city. Hell, I don't like most of the people in the damn place I live now. What if you had to be in a 15-minute city, you could never leave? After like 2 years, you'd be sick of everybody. Like, oh, fuck. I'm never even going outside now because I don't even like these people. Hopefully not, but you know what I'm saying.
Sure. Why not? I could zoom out if you really want me to.
I do.
Now, this map I found is called The World Beyond the Ice Wall. And apparently there are other continents beyond what we know, and that the Earth is actually flat, and there's all these places to go. And, you know, some of these names of these continents seem kind of familiar to me, like Lemuria up there. Here's Eden, you know, the place with the apple. And there's other places. There's New Tared right here. You ever heard that conspiracy theory about that guy who was trying to get on a plane out of Japan, and security took him in because his passport said Tarred, and no one knew where that was. And then he just disappeared, and people were saying he's a time traveler or something. Now here's apparently where Valhalla is. It's past these clouds by Asgard. And there's like all these places like all around. Like here's a volcanic waste. Like what's that about? Is it just
what's that about?
Thousands of miles of volcanoes? Like
what? It is volcanic. What is it? This, like, where'd he get this map? Like, is he just making this up?
Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
I mean, I don't. There's no way to verify. Like, you could just make up anything. Hey, look at all this shit. Like, all right, cool. Is it really there? I think that new Torad, that would be crazy. That is so weird about that guy showing up with that passport. Like, time traveler from another dimension. Something's up with it. It raises a lot of question marks is what it does.
It do raise a lot of question marks.
That's exactly what goes on there. Volcanic ash line. Poof, that's a bummer, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I do kind of think now that there's probably stuff that we don't know, and that's where all the elites go, and they hang out there, have a good time, herd us around like a bunch of weirdos, sit back and laugh, pull the puppet strings on humanity. Oh, throw a little racism in there. Oh, throw a little political nonsense over here. We'll start messing with people's kids over here. Sprinkle that in. Hey, everybody's gonna have the sniffles. Sprinkle that in. They're just sitting back laughing their asses off. In New Torad, apparently. Ain't that about a bitch? Oh, who's this douchebag? Did you ever hear that the 1981 Farmer's Almanac predicted the events of 2020? You know the one. I'm not going to say the word because I'll get booted, but you know what happened. So apparently, in 1981, the Farmer's Almanac wrote, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Well, you weren't even allowed to have known treatments, but that's besides the point. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attack again, then years later. I don't think that says 10. I can't really see what it says. Then years later, and then disappear completely. Let's hope that part's true. So somebody told me that was in the Farmer's Almanac, and it apparently is a conspiracy or a rumor going around the internet. Well, if you have heard that and you do think that, it turns out that is not from the Farmer's Almanac and complete bullshit. Okay, but so this is on Reuters. Normally I wouldn't trust anything mainstream, but check it out. So the 1981 Farmer's Almanac predicted 2020, pull that word, is false. Social media users have been sharing an image online, yada, yada, yada. Basically what I'm saying. So people, it's false. The page comes from a book called The End of Days Predictions and Prophecies About the End of the World. That's what that comes from. It comes from that book. It comes from that book. And that book was written by a lady named Sylvia Browne, as it says right there, who is a psychic, claimed to be a psychic. She wrote that in 2008. Not 1981, but 2008. If you wrote that in 2017, that's crazy. 2018, shit. That's crazy. She wrote those words in 2008. So did she predict it? It certainly seems that way. I mean, it certainly is close. I don't know, is it like a Simpsons kind of thing? You know, where like, or is it something like, you know how they put everything right in our face? I don't know. The Sylvia Browne seems like she was a big deal, but sadly, Sylvia is no longer with us. So Sylvia won't get to see that her prediction came true. So she was a big deal, sadly passed away 77 in 2013, but someone needs to look into some of her writings. Sylvia Browne, she was a popular psychic and television personality. She made appearances on Montel Williams, and you know what he was doing back in the day, tossing Kamala Harris around and tearing that pooter up.
So now I'm just going to bear tax splash all the fans, stitches, coochies, and assholes. I don't need condoms.
Larry King, God rest his soul, and on Unsolved Mysteries. And what she knew about 2020 will be an unsolved mystery. So, I don't. If you don't know who Crip Mac is, I encourage you to go just watch this dude. I can't even help it. He's just so funny and just out of hand. Just pure insanity coming out of this guy's mouth at all times.
But it's therapeutic.
But either way, I don't know who this guy is, but he seems like a little bit of a douche. But I would totally go follow him on TikTok. He's going to start making a bunch of these TikToks from what I understand. And he's certainly not going to react to him all the time or talk about him on YouTube, because that would just be weird. So, yeah, check that out. But yeah, if you ever heard about that, that is some random lady, this older lady just starts telling me this the other day about that Farmer's Almanac thing. I never heard that before, and I'm at the bottom of every rabbit hole at all times. Never caught wind of that whole thing, and I didn't let on how deep into the woods I am with all this. But I'm sitting there like salivating, like I cannot wait to look this up. There's no way. Because if that was true, that'd be crazy. Now look it up and find all that right away. And the thing about it is, who lied and said it was in the Farmer's Almanac? The fact that lady said it in that book is crazy enough. Why did you have to? People are just so extra sometimes. They should have left it the way it was. Hey, this book is nuts. It says this. I'd like to read the book.
Look. Go away. Read some books.
See what all it says. What it says. Phew. Poor Sylvia, God rest her soul. She called that. I mean, I don't know what else she said. I read some things that she used to like try to tell people where their missing kids was, and she would get it wrong sometimes if people were mad. I mean, hey, nobody's batting 1,000 out here. Give the lady a friggin' break, you know? But all right. That's check out this dude on TikTok. See what he's got going on. Not a whole lot yet, but we'll get there. Come on, man. Baby steps.
Baby steps? Baby step. One little step at a time, and I can do anything.
Oh, yeah, okay. So this is going to be the feel-good video of the day. So I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to skip through some of it. But this guy is a genius, and this is just pretty wild. And I think everybody made it out unharmed, so that's nice.
Investment property. I believe the owner is sick of mice having coke and sex parties in the walls. The solution is not to do glue traps or poison or your classic snappy snap mouse traps. It's to call in your slimy mate Monty to sort shit out. Yeah, let's see if a snake gets results. Surely it will, because it's a snake. Okay, the human has a bucket. Oh, hello, Mouse 1 is like, oh, I see what's going on. Well played. He goes into the bucket. Who else has been caught in the gangbang? Yep, Mouse 2 is yelling, fuck this, bam. Down he goes with a bit of help from the broom. Snake! Snake! Screams Mouse 3, and whammy, in you go. Guys!
Crazy?
Guys! Oh, there you are. Where are we going? I don't know. Fucked if I know. Anywhere but here. Shitty fuckity crap. It's got my tail. It's got me. Oh, no, I'm good. Welcome. Get your ass off me. Surrender. I surrender. Yeah. Very little resistance from the mice. You can tell the human's happy. The way they move the broom is incredibly smug. This rodent is up to something. Or he tries to dodge the bucket. Or for some reason it wants to go back in with Monty. Intriguing. It would rather risk getting eaten by a snake than submit to the bucket of a human. That says something. I guess the intentions of a human are unclear, whereas you know what you're getting with a snake. It wants to devour you. They look comfortable. I feel like they're going to be moved to greener pastures like the neighbour's yard. Or you can escape entirely between bucket changes. Jump and run! Piss bolt! No, you soft cock! You obedient little rat! Missed opportunity. Fuck me dead! Shouts that big unit. It lands on the other one and crushes it.
Pause.
Everyone's tired, which is common after an interrupted orgy. Surely that's all of them. Surely. Oh wait, no. There's another big fucker. What if the mice have actually eaten the snake? They all look like they have full tummies. There's a master plan that we're not seeing here. These pesky feral bastards are never this easy to catch. They bloody killed the reptile. They're acting like they haven't. They're like, oh, I'm so scared. Someone needs to warn the human human with his smug broom motions is about to get ambushed. These mice have been playing 4D chess. He's playing Connect 4 with his little python. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. No,
He's
that
like,
slimy
"Yo, where'd they
dickhead is
all
back.
go?"
He's like, no worries whatsoever, Davo. I'll email you through me invoice tonight. Now, we never stipulated dead or alive, so I have a confession. I may have had lunch on the job. A few of them decided to be smartasses, though. Yeah, just pulled. I'm way bigger than when I went in. So, no, I had to shut them up. Just pull me. Pull me gently, though, like you would with your own snake between your legs. Bit of a dodgy joke. Crikey. Okay, nah. Job done.
Is that crazy or what? I mean, I got a lot of mice. That's one way to get it done, I suppose. Why are Australians such funny narrators? There's this bear on YouTube, Bearing or whatever. He's hilarious. Jim Jeffries is one of my favorite comics. Till he cucked out, but still, he had his moments. So yeah, if you need to get rid of mice, apparently just get a python, not a cat. That's what the thing said. But that is the video. Thank you for sticking around. Like I've told you before, if you want to go follow that one dude on TikTok, go do that. If you did not hit that sub button in the beginning, just go ahead and hit it now. Hit that sub button. Give it a little rub, a little buff. Go ahead and do it. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, just keep it moving, bro, because I don't want no beef with ya. That's all, folks.